Hey there, so I promised you guys some videos about what to cook when you don't feel like cooking. And I am the queen of it becoming, let's see, it's 7:20 right now. It is 7:20 in the evening and I don't have a plan for dinner. I don't really feel like cooking. I'm already in my comfy clothes, as you can see, and I plan to have dinner ready in give or take 15 minutes. So I want to show you how I do that. So I'm going to turn my pan on first, heat this up. I did grab some chicken out of the freezer and thawed it. So just 2 pieces, didn't take that long. I got it out at like 4:30 when I realized I didn't have a plan for dinner. And it thawed, but you can always like defrost stuff in the microwave pretty quickly, pretty easily. So even if it is 7 o'clock and you don't have a plan for dinner, you can still salvage it. So I'm gonna get this nice and hot, and then I haven't done anything to the chicken. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little olive oil on it and a little bit of the seasoning that I have. It's just like a kind of spicy Italian seasoning. It's like basil, oregano, rosemary, red pepper flake, and some salt. Super easy to just grab some spices out of your cabinet. I do this all the time with like Mexican spices too, make it a little more Greek. But basically it's just whatever spices you're in the mood for. Even just sprinkling some basil and oregano on it with some black pepper is perfectly fine. So then I just drizzle like the teeniest bit of olive oil on top of here and kind of rub it on. And then I literally just shake a little bit of this on here, onto both of them, kind of rub it on. My pan is pretty warm, so I like to heat the pan up before I put the oil in. It just, I don't know, I think it cooks better. So not that much oil, just enough to kind of coat the bottom. Get it nice and hot, and then just take these suckers and put them face down. And then I kind of quickly, before they get too hot and cook too much, I just sprinkle a little more on this side. And that's that for that. So I'm just gonna wash my hands off. You can get a nice little close-up, move this down, of that chicken, so it will cook there for a couple minutes. So I got it pretty hot. I'll probably turn it down to like a medium to cook. And the great thing about chicken is that when it cooks in a pan like that, it releases from this dish when it's done. So you'll see it shouldn't be sticking, it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't have to scrape it off or anything like that. It will just kind of release itself. So while it cooks, I'm gonna come over here. I'm just doing chicken and salad, guys. Nothing crazy, just some good, let's not knock the camera over. Just some good nutrition for a lazy night. And just grab a plate. And it's extra easy tonight because I actually don't have romaine. I just have spinach, so I don't even have to cut it. Let's see if I can bring this up a little bit so I'm not squatting. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out some spinach to be my kind of my bed there. I'm gonna wash off these carrots real quick. So I have carrots, cucumber, tomato, and I'm gonna put some feta on it. So I'm just gonna grab a knife, and I'm like weird about cutting off the ends of the carrots. I don't like cutting the ends. If you guys haven't had purple carrots before, they're wonderful. They're like, they have a bit of a different flavor than regular carrots. So this is just for me. If Joe was around tonight, I would obviously be making double, but he is not here tonight, so I'm just doing this for myself. Gotta wash this little guy off. Some people like to peel their cucumbers. I don't peel my cucumber. I like the extra fiber. I don't think it's a big deal. But if you want to peel it, you can go ahead and peel it. And then, I don't know, I think I like that much cucumber. Not a ton. Cucumber, and then some tomatoes. So I can smell the chicken cooking, so I'm gonna go check on it. I'm gonna grab my little tongs, my little baby tongs. I'm gonna come over here and check him out. So he's kind of cooked. He looks kind of cooked. He might be cooked. Let's see. Yeah, see how he releases? So this bigger one isn't quite as cooked, but he's still releasing. Look how pretty that is. You'd have think we slaved away all day doing that. So, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit again, so it's at like a 4. Every stove is a little bit different, so I wouldn't stress out about that, but like, heat it at a high, cook it at a medium high, and then I grab a cover and I cover it. That was kind of a small cover. Probably could have gotten a bigger one. On like a medium low to a low for the rest of the cook time while I get the rest of dinner ready. So we come back to the salad. Yeah, we good. And I'm gonna put 2 tomatoes on here because they're not that big. So I just quarter them. It's easier if you use a serrated knife than this big knife, but this is all I have right now. That is that. And then I got a little bit of feta, because what meal is complete without cheese? No meal in my book. I'm gonna just break off a little bit and sprinkle it on top here. All right, and so that is really that as far as salad goes. Salad does not have to be high drama. I know people think salad is like so much work because there's so many vegetables, but it's really, if you have the items in your fridge already, especially if you buy like spinach or if you buy the already chopped romaine, it's so easy. So I'm going to pop this stuff back in the fridge. So look, we have cooked and we're cleaning up before dinner is even done. How great is that? Because nobody likes cleaning up. That is just the truth. So we got all this. This is garbage. I wish we could compost here, but we can't in this house. So that's just garbage. These go back in the pantry. And let's check out the chicken. What do you think? Could it possibly be done already? It's only 7:29. Dinner in less than 10 minutes? What? Let's see. Looks pretty good to me. Let's not use these again. Those have the raw chicken on them. We don't need to do that. Looks pretty daggone good if you ask me. That one's still raw. Okay, not quite done. Spoke too soon. Maybe flip her back over. The little guy I think is done, but this one is not. Okay, so I'm trying to heat up a little bit to get that finished, and I'll show you what I do for my dressing. So normally, there's lots of good dressings. There's lots of dressings, excuse me, that taste good out there. But the problem is that you never really know what's in them. There's a lot of hidden sugar. There's a lot of kind of icky oils and stuff that you don't really want to be using. So what I use is just extra virgin olive oil. And then this is what I do most nights because, again, often I don't feel like cooking. So I just drizzle olive oil and we out. That was the end of it. Gotta go get some more. Hopefully there's some in the cabinet. I use that oil. And then I have this balsamic glaze that I keep meaning to make my own because it doesn't seem like it would be difficult. You just have to reduce the vinegar, but I've just been lazy, so I haven't done it. But it's this Bertolli brand balsamic glaze. And it does have a couple kind of, I don't know. It's got like some sugar and caramel in it. But nothing too bad. And I just drizzle it on top. So I just do that with the oil, and then I just do that. Same thing with that. How easy is that? That takes like 20 seconds. I will share some other recipes later for other dressings that I make that I really like. And they don't take very long. It's like 2 minutes. Again, while the chicken is cooking, you can make a dressing and it's not a big deal. But for a night when you really just don't feel like making anything, oil and this reduction has so much flavor and it's so good. It's good with just about any kind of cheese you'd want to put on salad. Probably not cheddar, but beyond cheddar, it's really tasty. Any kind of parm, feta, blue cheese even, goat cheese. Can you tell I like my cheeses? So that is super easy to do, and you just have to be aware of what the store-bought dressings that you're getting have in them, because it's not always that good, especially when you're buying like the creamy ones. They can get pretty calorically dense pretty quick, and they just don't always have super good for you stuff. So let's see, this little guy is for sure ready, and he is all I need. Let's see, let's make sure he's ready. Oh yeah. All right, beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. Beautiful. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a risky move here. Do a lateral. No, I'm not. So if I drop this while I'm doing this, I'll be so mad. So, don't want to ruin your quick dinner, do you? You're gonna plop that on a cutting board. And then we're gonna just cut. And then we just slide it on over. Would you look at that? Dinner is served. Pretty daggone good. What do you think? Steaming. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And this video isn't even 15 minutes yet. So anyway, that is like go-to meal. I eat this at least once a week because it's quick, it's easy, it's nutritious. It's all good stuff. It's all good for me. It all tastes good. I don't feel like I'm suffering, and I literally didn't have to plan anything, didn't have to slave away in the kitchen, and it's already cleaned up. All right, so that is what I cook when I don't feel like cooking. Hope you guys have a great night and eat something delicious, all right?